Okay, I'm in my accommodation. I'm in the Economy Inn in Safford. I've just been to the local supermarket and I've stocked up because I've had to buy quite a bit of food. Just to get you started, I just thought I'd let you know what I do because I don't get asked a few questions about my supply strategy, what food I take, what food I eat. That is already packed up, ready to go. There is that's going to get me from here to Alma, which is 111 miles, and there's 5 days food supply in there with a couple of snacks because I should make Alma in about 5.5 days, so there's a few snacks in there as well just for the last day. Then that's from here to Alma. Then from Alma I've got to get to Monticello, which is 126 miles, which is this one. This is 6 days supply. Look, I've done them in line like that. So that's my morning. 2 oatmeals with some cranberries, 2 oatmeals. So there's 6 oatmeals, well 12, but split into 6 sections. I split them with that. During the day, I have 3 snacks. These are really high in calories. 3 snacks. And then at night, I have ramen and tuna or ramen and spam. But what I've done recently, I've started, you see those tubs there? I've started, well, recently being today, I bought some tubs because I think these are a lot more, they're a bit more expensive, but there's way more taste in them. I also got one of these packs here, look, like a taco thing. Add a bit of flavour to these types, the bland ones. And then I also take some mashed potato and I put a little bit of that in with that, just to fatten it up and give me some more calorific value. I also take some of these just to chew on what these go in my pocket or my pack, side pack, just to munch while I'm hiking. So that's 6 days. This is 5 days, pretty much exactly the same again. Look, I've not packed them down yet. They'll get packed down into Ziploc bags. I've just left them out so you can see what they are. There's more flavour in them. There's way more calories. Look, 430 calories to opposed to about 110. So yeah, again, chili. This is 5 days supply. It's exactly the same. I'm a creature of habit. Cranberries to go in with this. I've had to get some more sun cream because I was going through sun cream. It's really hot, man, especially on my nose and my ears. And that's about it. So I've got, that's from here to Alma. That's from Alma to Monticello. And that's from Monticello to Socorro, which is 115 miles, I think. So that's 5 days, 6 days, 126 miles, 6 days, 5 days, 5 days. I've just been to a local garage, look, I'm in shopping, cup of coffee, I'm boring the hell out of you here, aren't I? But look at this, you might think I'm being ridiculous, but I'm so excited. Warm noodles for it, that's my breakfast, warm noodles and warm sausages from the local garage, look. Warm, rather than cold. Oh, I'm spoiling myself today. So, excuse me, really enjoying this stay in this hotel, in this motel. So tomorrow morning I'm up. Well, I'm going to take these two to the post office now, send them away to where I need them to go, and then the rest of the day's mine. I'll be just working on my videos and messing about now, up early tomorrow and back on trail. Thank you all for watching. Well, good morning. It's about just gone 10. I'm about 3 hours in. I've done about 10 miles. But God, has it been windy. It's been lovely and flat, don't get me wrong. I've just been crossing the Gila Valley. It's nearly all farmland. And I've just managed to get into the desert bit. And I'm going to start, I don't know if you can see those hills just through there, look. I'm going to start climbing them soon. I've done very little recording for obvious reasons. Well, you can hear the wind and you can imagine what it was like. I'm actually sat in this tiny little dry wash, look. Just trying to get out of the damn wind, just have a bite to eat. It's my first break. But once I start climbing the mountains, I shall give you a view back, but it's really windy, really dusty. But I'll show you when I start climbing. Well, I managed to keep my feet dry all damn well day.
for now. Oh well, in I go. Well, I've had to come out the little canyon because there was a big pour off. So I've had to make my way up onto this top, and obviously I've got to make my way back down again. But it's getting on now. So if you see them trees in the distance in the bottom down there, I think I'm going to try and make camp down there tonight. See how long it takes me to get there.
Good morning. Well, that was a cold one last night, I've got to admit. So I'm just having my breakfast, look, that's 2 porridge with some dry cranberries. But look at this. You remember last night when my feet got wet, 5:30, I had to wade through a bit of a stream. Look at this morning, look, these are my socks. Look. That's how cold it was last night, the socks, look. Oh God, I've got to put them on. Look. That's what I've got to put on. Oh shit. Oh, come on son, hurry up. Where are you? Come on. Right, well it's just, must have took me probably more than 5 minutes just to put my damn shoes on. They were like blocks of ice. Well, look at them. They were like cardboard. My feet are bleeding freezing. Well, that's where I camped last night. I had a really good day yesterday. I got from Safford to Bonita Creek, where I am now, where I camped. That's about 26-27 mile. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Look, there is through there, look, this was the best camp spot I could find. But there's an old, like, see that? That building there? I don't know what it is. On the map it says old prehistoric granaries. Now I don't know whether that is a prehistoric granary or that's something more recent, and the prehistoric granaries are further down the canyon there. Right, so it's another wet day for me today. That is a fact, because I will at some point, I think I've got 8 or 9 miles to go before I hit Eagle Creek, and then I cross that anywhere between 30 and 50 times, God only knows.
Right, just a quick one. I forgot to mention yesterday, I bumped into 3 hikers from Holland, which was nice, up at the water stop, you know, the water stop on the alternate after Safford. I met them there, caught up with them there, had a nice chat. They're over here, obviously. They've got a month over here. They're not doing the full trail, but they're doing the day hiking. So great stuff. So Morning Star, Patches and Cookie Monster, nice to have met you. Hope we can keep in touch. We've got each other's details now, you know, the social media, the social media stuff. Nice talking to you and nice meeting you. Take care, guys. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye. Well, Midnight Canyon. This is fun. Look at that big thing stuck up there, look. I wonder how long that's been there. Even got a bit of water. Let's see if I get up here one under. I need my other hand just a minute. Alright, I'll put camera away for a while. That's Belmare saddle. And that, as you can see, is really steep. So I'm going to get up there and then I'm going to sit down and have a nice long drink and a bit of something to eat. Well, that was an absolute dinger. Whew. I've managed to get to the top. That's where I've come from, right down the bottom of there. Crisscrossed his way up. Yeah. Man, that was a cracker. But look who's over there, look, my old friend. You see? With the snow on. Finalising mountains. Man, they look gorgeous from here, don't they? They look impossible to get up now with a pair of trainers on, don't they? Oh dear. Well, that's me finished that section. I forget what section it was. I really don't know now. Tough. Yeah, today was tough. I've barely done. I don't know how many miles I've done, but it's got to be 1 o'clock time. I don't think I've got double figures yet. Yeah, coming down was tough. There was a trail kind of, but it was easy to keep losing it and then try and get back on. Anyway, forget all that. I'm now heading for Eagle Creek, so it's wet feet time if I get that far. Right, I've made it to Eagle Creek. It's well done 2 o'clock and I've got 9 miles of this in front of me. So I'm going to take the first one and see how I get on from there, but there's no way I'm going to do 9 miles tonight. And I don't like really taping when I'm walking across water because it can get really slippy, and this is quite fast look. So I could do with both trekking poles, but I'll do this first one. Oh man, that was cold. So my camera's probably going to be all over because I'm watching my feet. It's a lot, I should have done it there, look, it's a lot calmer. Now I hope it gets, well it should get narrower because this is the, obviously I'm crossing downstream, I'm doing 9 mile upstream. Man, this is slippy shit. You see, you probably won't be able to see into the water. Okay, you've had your fun. Wet. Yeah, I'm going to have wet feet tonight and I'm going to have wet feet tomorrow. But I've come up with a cunning plan. I'm going to really wring my socks out tonight as much as I can. I'll put them under my my foam pad. That way they might dry out a bit, so we shall see.
Well, good morning everybody. That's another cold one. But look at my shoes, look. That was actually frozen onto my shoe. Look at that. Oh, everything's frozen, but my little experiment last night, look, with my socks. Look at that. Now they're not bone dry, but by God they aren't freezing. Just gonna have to work out how to stop my shoes from freezing overnight now. That'll be alright. I'm about to have some breakfast. Same again, look. A couple of bits of packets of porridge. And then I shall get dressed because I've got another 2.5 miles of river crossings to do before I can get off. And I was getting a bit concerned because it started to get high, but I've got my fingers crossed. I've got everything done well crossed that I can get across, because if I can't, I've got to go 8 miles back and take a reroute, which is what I don't want to do. Oh, look at this place. Like a cattle corral with a little hut. There's a lean-to there, there's benches and chairs and stuff on it. Looks like a rocking chair over there. Look, oh, they wanted somebody on there with a playing a banjo, don't you really? That would set the scene. Well, my first water crossing of the day. I won't be videoing it because it's really, I really do need both hands on my trekking poles. Number 2. Right, that's me leaving Eagle Creek. I was going to fill up with water here because I'm taking a cross-country route now to pick up Cottonwood Springs. But this is my route, and look, there's already water in it. So I'm going to follow that for about 10 miles to a trailhead. Excuse me. I think it's near a road to Morenci. I'm not exactly certain, but I've got a 10-mile hike now. Like I say, to get to a trailhead. I've no idea whether it's a big trailhead, a small trailhead, but that's my future. And it's all going really nicely, and then you come to this. My poor old rucksack's getting wrecked pushing through all this stuff. And another one. I got through that okay though. This place is absolutely gorgeous, and to think it's usually dry. Thank God I've got some downhill. Oh, my legs. That trail, Painted Bluff, has certainly earned my respect. That was tough. Tough. Right, I'm at the end of it now. I'm on, this is the road to Morenci. I've passed some great camp spots, but I wanted to get to, I wanted to do this trail today. I wanted to finish it. I'm about a mile from a picnic spot. And then I think there's maybe a campsite a bit further on, but it's all uphill, look. I've got to go right up there. So it looks like I'm going to be cowboy camping tonight because it's getting dark now. But I can, well, I need to go and have a look, see what this looks like. Well, that's where I camped last night. I was going to try and make it another half a mile. There's like a picnic area, but I figured it'd just be a flat tarmac area. So I saw this. It's like a little cut. There's the main road, look. I use that term loosely. There's only been, I don't know, 5 or 6 cars passed all night, maybe. So yeah, it was too good to be passed up, so I took it. I had a really good sleep. Everything's nice and dried out. I wasn't wet, so my shoes are all fine. My feet weren't dry, weren't wet last night and cold. I had a good sleep. Well, that one's obviously dry, which leaves me with that gorgeous looking stuff. Oh well, I do need some though, so I've got to take it. And there we have it. That's my first litre and a half done. Them filters do a great job, but they do clog up pretty quick, so you've got to clean them out often.
There's my pitch for tonight. Got a good bit of shelter. Hopefully anyway. But there again, there isn't that much wind. The sun's about to set. And I'll be heading down there tomorrow. That's Blue River down there. I should be getting some water and then heading up the other side. I'm around anywhere between 27 and 30 miles from Alma. So I want an early start in the morning just to give myself to get as close as I can, so I've not got far to walk on Sunday, sorry. Well, good morning. I've been following this creek, Pigeon Creek, for about a quarter of a mile maybe. Crossed it a few times. This leads into Blue River, hopefully, which runs right to left across the hillock. I need to cross that, which is a lot bigger, a lot wider and a lot deeper. And then basically I've got to work my way left around that bluff there, right the way around to the right, where I should pick up a trail for about a quarter of a mile. And then I need to pick up another canyon without a trail to get me up on top of the bluff. So we'll see what I get. I've made it to Blue River, and there's no way I'm going to get over here without getting wet feet. That looks pretty damn fast, isn't it? So I'm going to go up the river a little bit, see if I can find somewhere a little bit more amenable, shall we say. Well, I managed it. I've got to admit, my heart was pounding a few times there. That came up to my shorts and it was well, you can see what it is, it's ripping through. I just faced upstream and took a little tiny shuffle at a time to get across, but anyway, I did it. You see that canyon right down at the very bottom there? Right down there, see the green? That's where I've followed that canyon for about, I don't know, 2 miles maybe. And then I've had to make my way up here. That is some climb. And I'm still climbing. Whew. I've got a lot of elevation to get up today, that's a fact. What a great view. Damn, I've been all day climbing uphill though, it's been tough. Really tough on my leg, well, on everything. My back aches, everything's aching. Now I don't know whether you can make out, but in the distance, in fact let me just put my telly on. Distance out there. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Can you make them out? The Finalising Mountains with the snow on the top. I came up and over there, what, 6-7 days ago. That's a long way away. Beautiful territory though. Right, another great view. Can you see right down there? That's the Chihuahuan Desert, New Mexico. And looking into the distance over the top of that pine, that's the Gila Wilderness. I have got to go in there and over all them, or through them, round them, but I'm in there in a couple of days. I think the mountains that you can see is called the Diablo Range, but I'm not 100% certain, but that's definitely the Gila Wilderness. When I leave Alma in a couple of days, I'll be heading for Doc Campbell's, and that lot is between me and Doc Campbell's, so yeah. All right, at last, I am at this fence. And why is that fence important? How I can hear you say? Well, that is the boundary between Arizona and New Mexico.
And when I cross over to that other side, I shall be in New Mexico, my 13th state. No, my 11th state. Sorry about that. Well, I'm in New Mexico. The clock's just gone forward an hour. Arizona doesn't recognise the daytime saving. New Mexico does, so it's 7:15 now. I won't be getting into Alma tonight. It's about 8 miles from here, and there's nowhere open. It's only a small place. Well, I'll show you tomorrow. So now I'm just going to find somewhere to camp and get something to eat, and I'll show you Alma tomorrow.
There's my tent pitch for last night. It went a breath of wind, which can be unusual for this really open territory, look. I'm about to pack up now. Well, I'm packed up bad in my tent, and then I'm heading for Alma, which is about 5 miles away, where they've got a grocery store where I'm going to get groceries, obviously, and they've also got a diner attached to the grocery store, so it's cooked breakfast for Al today.
Well, look at this. I'm literally 5-10 minutes from Alma, and I've just had to cross this. My feet are wet through now. Quite to tell that I've wet through again. And another one. Well, this is Alma. What a lovely little place. That's the grocery store. There's also a diner attached. And this is it. Boy, I can't wait to go there. I'm going to dry my socks off first though. I don't want to be paddling with water all in there.